I'm Archie Luxury, and welcome to the show. Now, today we're going to review a watch collection from M3OU. And look, to start with, what have we got it in here? We got it in one of these bloody Chinese watch winder cheap cases, and it's not looking very good to start off with, is it? Anyway, let's just open things up and see what we've got. Oh, goodness me. To start with, we've got a Submariner. It's a two-tone sub, black on black with a ceramic bezel. Oh, Archie could come at that one, but it isn't a bluesy, and Archie's more a bluesies man than he is a black on black, so we'll just pop that one aside there for the minute. Next one, oh, goodness gracious, we've got a Daytona. Archie loves the Daytona. He really does love the Daytona, but this one, well, this one's, you know, it's got a black face. Archie prefers the white face. It's got the Rolex movement in it. You can see that from the sub-second dial position. And, you know, so it's not a Zenith. Anyway, look, Archie does love the Daytona, but they warmer arseholes, so Archie's just going to pop that one back for the time being and move on to the next piece. And what have we got here? Oh, Archie doesn't know what the hell that is. A blank pane. Archie's never heard of that brand. Anyway, it's obviously a piece of shit. What is it? It's a blank pane lemon, and it's made out of titanium. And it looks like it's got a GMT function over there at 9 o'clock. Archie's eyes aren't good enough to read the time on that one. And it looks like it's also got an alarm on it. Well, Archie doesn't need an alarm these days because it doesn't work, so, you know, that's a pointless piece if ever there was one. Anyway, we'll pop that one back. And what have we got here now? Oh, another Rolex. Oh, no, this is more Archie style. This is a pre-ceramic sapphire Rolex GMT2. Oh, he does love the GMT2, although not as much as a couple of other Rolex watches that are cheaper than this one. What's this one got on it? It's got a Holes case. Oh, lovely Holes case. Oh, and it's got the beautiful, cheap, nasty little oyster clasp of the watches of the 1990s. Oh, Archie does love that. Although its blackface means you can't wear it with a suit. Now, what have we got? Oh, he's got a fucking Breitling. Breitling. Oh, Archie hates Breitling. He hates people who wear Breitling. And oh, look, it's a Navitimer, so he does actually love the Navitimer. Archie does love the Navitimer, but this is just a Breitling. It's just an ETA piece of shit. And Archie doesn't really give a flying fuck as to whether it's a special edition or whether it's, you know, a smaller watch and less blingy than most of the Breitling Navitimers out there, because it's nonetheless, it's an ETA piece of shit. Archie's starting to lose enthusiasm here, and look, Archie loves his white spirits. He loves his white spirits probably more than he loves his white metals. But look, we just need to wet the whistle a bit. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Okay, now what have we got here? He's got a Reverso. Fantastic. Archie's starting to gain some enthusiasm here. Oh, it's but oh my god, it's a Reverso automatic. Now everyone knows that the Reverso was a manual wind watch, and the automatic is always going to be compromised. Look, it's a nice looking piece, but you know, Archie's, and even when you turn it over, it's got the proper steel back that an original Reverso had, unlike a lot of modern Reversos. But look, no, it's an automatic, and the Reverso should be manual wind, and so Archie's just going to pop that one back. I mean, he's enthusiastic about that one, but he's not really, you know, it's not Archie's sort of Reverso, if you know what I mean. Now, what have we got? Oh, now this is Archie's sort of Reverso. Oh, look at that. It's a little bit too big for Archie, but it's that's a Reverso Grand Calendar. Ah, lovely. Now, look, it's not an annual calendar, and it's certainly not a perpetual calendar. It is an expensive watch, but this one is a really more a triple date, and you've got a few of these little pushers on the sides there to change the days and the months and all the rest of it. Oh, but Archie does like this. Oh, it's you know, Arxman says, and the watch snob says this is the ideal dress watch, and this is an absolute cracker. Oh, and look at the back there. Look at all that horology there. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, now let's just move. Oh, what have we got here? An IWC. You know, Archie's, you know, IWC doesn't float Archie's boat, if you know what I mean. But nonetheless, yeah, he could come at this. It does have an in-house movement with an 8-day power reserve, which is, you know, that's impressive. Although Archie's Reverso has an 8-day power reserve and it's a much smaller movement. So, you know, JJ LeCoultre, you know, they've done a lot better than IWC can in terms of, you know, fitting an 8-day power reserve into an ultra-small watch face or a watch movement. Yeah, so that's quite nice. I love the Milanese bracelet on this. It's ideal for living in Brisbane because you know that's not going to, you know, melt, you know, with all the sweat that comes off Archie's wrist. But anyway, look, we'll pop that back there and we'll get to it a bit later. Now, what are the last two watches we've got here? Oh, this is a JJ LeCoultre Amvox 2 chronograph. Oh, Archie would love to have the car that goes with this, but he's not that keen on the watch itself. You know, it is a JJ LeCoultre, but it's not a Reverso. So we'll just pop that one back here and move into the next. Oh, it's another JJ LeCoultre, and again, it's not a Reverso. So that's that's a Master Control. Yeah. Look, fuckers, that's a Master Control Geographic. It's got a black face, so you can't wear it with a suit. It's got a metal bracelet, which makes it's okay for wearing in Brisbane, but, you know, it's not really a dress watch, and so Archie will just put that aside. So, well, what does Archie think about this collection, and how would he change it? Well, look, you know, I think that the Submariner is great. You know, everyone needs a two-tone sub in their collection, although that one really should be a blue and not a black on black. But look, we'll give allowances there, and we'll move on to the Daytona. Now, look, the Daytona, Archie does love the Daytona, but you know, it is worn by fuckwits, so Archie would get rid of that and replace that with maybe a couple of no-date subs, one for each wrist. Now, you're not going to be able to get rid of this thing, this blank pane or whatever the hell it is. But look, you need to do what you can now before it gets dinged too much and is worth absolutely nothing on the secondary market. And Archie would probably replace that with a Rolex Polar Explorer 2. Archie does love the Polar Explorer 2. Oh, it's just lovely. Now look, the GMT Master 2 would probably keep that one. The Breitling, we've got to get rid of that now. It's just an ETA piece of shit. And what Archie would do is replace that with a. I think you could probably almost get a Tudor, maybe a Black Bay or something like that. You know, it's a much better ETA movement than the ETA movement you're getting on any Breitling. Now, this Reverso automatic, I think Archie would probably keep that. I'd keep that. I'd hang on to that one, and I'd certainly hang on to this one here, because that's a manual wind Reverso, and everyone knows that the Reverso should be manual wind. Now, this IWC, look, honestly, IWC, it doesn't float Archie's boat, and so I'd flick it. I'd flick that and replace it with, I'd replace that with a Reverso tribute to 1931. That would just fit so well into this collection. Now, what would we do about the Amvox 2? Well, because Archie doesn't have an Aston Martin, he doesn't need an Aston Martin watch, so he'd get rid of that one. And, we've already got rid of the Daytona and that Breitling piece of shit. So I think what we'd probably do is we'd flick that and get with the proceeds we'd find ourselves a good watch dealer, maybe Brisbane Vintage Watches or Shawnee down in Melbourne at Armadale, and we get ourselves a really nice minty Omega Speedmaster Man on the Mean. That's what we do, and we'd probably have a few cents left over, and we could use that to go to Bangers. Bangers! And we could have a bit of fun with some service providers over there. Now, lastly, we've got this non-reverso JJ LeCoute, and we've got to get rid of that because it's not a reverso. So I think we'd probably sell that. And well, Archie doesn't have any other watch selections, does he? We've already put an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. We've put a Polar Rolex Explorer 2 in there, and we put a Note 8 sub. So look, we're probably going to end up with an empty slot over there once Archie's finished with this collection. So that's what I'd suggest there. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think.